Nightstand. I am your host, Byron Anthos, along with my very best friend of life.
Hey, I'm the co-host, Zelda.
It's like, that's you, girl. That's you.
That sounds totally real.
So I know, right? So this is gonna be fun. This is actually an old project of ours that I'm gonna take full responsibility for it hitting the back burner because I did get drafted into another podcast for a full season. That was
You just got better than me. That's okay.
Fuck off. It's never like that. You were busy too. Don't act like you weren't. But we talked about doing this show for so long, and it's good to actually finally be able to do it. I'm glad we found our outlets.
Yeah, I'm excited to figure out what we're doing now. It's kind of been an amalgamation. And I mean that in the best way. Like, you have an idea and it goes through many different stages, and then you finally decide, this is what we're doing. So I'm glad we're able to get back into it.
No, deadass, and I like the way you say it. I'm looking forward to us figuring out what we're going to do too. Basically, we have been friends. My favorite thing to tell people is that our friendship can be tried as an adult.
Barely legal.
Basically, I mean, I think it has been 18 years. We met in high school, and we have talked basically every day of our lives since then. God, have I known you half my life?
Yeah, I was going to say we've officially known each other longer than we've not known each other. And the great thing is, yeah, we've changed a lot, but we're still the same base level awesome. So
the common denominator is awesome. I love that.
Is awesome. But in that time, you go through a lot of different changes, relationships, opinions. And when we were creating this project originally, we realized that not everyone has a Byron or a Zelda. So we kind of want to bring that to the people. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things, relationships, what's pop culture, sometimes politics. We'll keep it clean. But just giving you the audience... Yeah, as long as they can. Hey, we'll wade into those waters if you lead us.
They are wilding out. Act like they're not.
Whitewater rapids of conversation.
But what I loved about talking to you is that, we do such a good job about being each other's soundboards because we've been friends for so long that we are very much like, okay, you were out of line on this one.
Yeah, there's that objectivity that, although we have a great rapport, which is a real word that I used correctly, we can still call each other on our stuff. And so by having that breadth and ability to talk to one another, I hope we mirror what our audience hears in their relationships, interpersonal and friend. But also, like I was saying earlier, not everyone has an us. So we want to hear from... Yeah, we want to hear from the audience, from the listeners, help us to figure out, what our subjects are going to be each week. Absolutely. We'll, of course, have some things that we can pull out, but I want to crowdsource this and keep this as fresh as possible, like just a big group conversation.
Oh, completely. And so right now, let's get in a shameless plug. So if you guys do want to get in touch with us, you can email us at the Nightstand Podcast, one word, at gmail.com. Or you can call us at 972-836-6275. Please leave a voicemail or send us a text that is a Google number, so it's not actually attached to us personally, because if it was, frankly, I don't think I would answer it. I don't answer
I don't answer any numbers. I don't know.
That was it! That was exactly it! I was going to say that. I don't answer, especially when it comes in as, potential spam. It's like, she has been my number one caller, is potential spam.
Yeah, no. It's like when someone knocks on your door and you're not expecting anyone. I will totally pretend that I'm not home. I don't care if you can see me or not. Got to be safe in the age of the internet.
Absolutely. That was the original screen calling. It was just very much I know you can see me behind the Venetian blinds, but it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I'm going to knock on this experience. But yes.
So... out of this show, what are you hoping to gain from it? There's no other on that. It's just the question.
Well, I am a big fan of shows where people are growing as people, meaning they're having experiences and talking about them in a way that is interesting. And when I say interesting, I don't mean your morning commute, oh, hey, I totally went to karaoke this weekend and now we're going to somehow stretch this out into a 3.5 hour block of, morning commute radio.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get outside my comfort zone a little bit, maybe be challenged by some things that our listeners say, or, how I have to react to them.
Yeah.
I like to be productively uncomfortable. So
God,
it
me
might
too.
be a situation or a topic I'm not familiar with, but, we can all learn something together.
Yeah, because bear in mind, guys, we are not like licensed professionals. So I do want to kind of throw out that caveat here that if you are somebody that needs somebody to talk to, we are more than happy to be here. But if you are somebody that is maybe kind of in crisis mode, and that's actually something that I want from this show, is I want people to be able to kind of maybe take away some self-awareness skills that will let them know how far they are down their emotional spectrum. That if you are in crisis mode, then please seek, professionals. We're just people here, just speaking on our own experience about things. But sometimes, what I've noticed, especially with my relationship with you, is that sometimes I just need to say it out loud, and then I have the answers, which is a lot of what psychology actually is.
Oh, totally. Without the how does that make you feel? I do the same thing. I think as I'm talking. And so we're not experts, but we are cleverly disguised as responsible adults.
Cleverly disguised, because no,
Yeah, but
no,
I think we, as people get to know us a little bit more, they'll know that we are quirky and weird. I'm totally that person, but that we have had a lot of experiences in our time, and we've helped each other through a lot of really huge things.
yeah,
So we've grown as people. We're not saying that because you're listening, you're going to immediately become, an Uber version of yourself. It's
no,
just, I hope it's a fun place where, you can tune in and listen for a little bit and maybe bring some things home to talk about over dinner or with your lover, hence the name Nightstand. Everything tends to come out as you are, preparing
oh
to
yeah,
wind down. So means topics are going to be broad and varied, and
yes,
help us maintain that variety because
yes.
we get bored very easily.
Right. So the reason why we came up with the name the nightstand is because we figure that the nightstand is where you keep the things that are most personal to you. It's like when you're getting ready for bed, or when you're sick, or when you're just not feeling it, you tend to just go to bed. But on the nightstand is where you keep your phone, your tablet, your books, your God, hell, it's where you keep your sex toys for some people. Like, it's just where you keep your most personal things. And so we just want you to know, like, we're not going to shy away from things that are too personal or uncomfortable. We're just very much we're pretty candid.
Oh yeah, I mean, no one knows who we are but us, so I'll
I
talk
don't.
about any and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you guys knowing who I am. I mean, my performer name is Byron Anthos. If you know me in real life, then you know me in real life. But I was a dancer for 10 years, a professional wrestler for 4, and then COVID hit. Um, and then I got my first foray into broadcast when I started my own show that kind of delved into the personal side weekly of professional wrestling, called The Back, which was just a Facebook Live show. It was just a fun thing my friends and I did, but I kind of got the bug. And then, if you want some more of my work, you can catch me. You can catch me on past episodes of season 1 of The Smitten Kitten, which is available on Spotify and all that. So, I'm no longer with that production right now, so there's a little free advertising for them. It's kind of a little olive branch, but we can go into that later. But
Such grace and civility.
I know. I can cook it up at the table. But yeah, and then this is. But I wanted to do this before I did any other show, but the other show already had a platform, and so I learned a lot from it, and now I just kind of want to bring that here.
Yeah, and just like a real nightstand, it's within arm's reach, so it's
Hell
easily
yeah!
accessible. You
Oh,
just
I
roll over,
like that.
and it's there.
Oh my god, new T-shirt and merch idea. The nightstand. We're arms reach away.
Yeah, so everyone's nightstand is different. Everyone, and I think a nightstand is also a good metaphor for people. There's you go into some people's bedrooms, you're like, man, that's a really nice bedside table, and you open it up, and it's just full of disarray and junk. And some people are the other way around. Everything's out there in the open, getting knocked over by cats, etc. But neat on the inside. So it's I don't have quite as much broadcast experience. I'm a fellow theater nerd. That's actually one of the places where we met. So shout out to all of my UIL high school theater people. I've always loved the name Zelda because of Miss Fitzgerald.
Go for the ones.
So I'm go for the ones. So I'm here for the ride. But when we originally started this project, it wasn't necessarily to create something that isn't there before. We were just hoping to do something a little bit different. And as a result of having helped each other through a lot of things, we have people that ask us for advice. And when we found out that it was both of us, we're like, hey, why not?
Yeah. And one of the things that I don't want to be like other podcasters or YouTubers where they pass their experience off as facts. So we're not here to offer you those facts. We will go through like statistics on whatever your situation might be if it's available to us, but like we're not passing.
We cite our sources.
Hell yeah, and we're not going to pass off our life as the rule. I'm not a fan of shows that do that. We also don't generalize. God, I hate generalizing people.
Yeah, people who do that are so lame.
They're the lamest lames that ever lamed.
No, and we just hope that we are providing something that may exist, but not in the way that we're putting it out there. So it's going to be evolving. It's going to be a work in progress. It'll be interesting to look at how many seasons we get to this. And then we go back to season 1, like RuPaul Drag Race, like, the early episodes weren't even in HD, these wigs. And now look at them.
That filter on the camera. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was just like a smear of Vaseline. But, you can see how far they've come. And I am really looking forward to that. And who knows who will be at the end of this or who our listeners will be as a result of some of the things that we talk about.
Hell yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, we are looking forward to meeting all of you. I hope you guys enjoy meeting us. And like I said, our phone number is 972-836-6275. What's our email?
The Nightstand Podcast, all one word, at gmail.com.
You can also find us on a handful of social medias as well. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. We had the profiles up about a year ago. We've been pretty inactive on it, but we are here. We are back. We're doing the things.
It's the New Year's resolution we're actually going to keep.
Yeah, we just started in March.
Progress is progress.
I'm glad we didn't start yesterday. Yesterday was the Ides of March, and so it would have just been a bad omen.
Yeah, that's inhospitable. That's a day to quit your gym membership.
Yeah. But, all right. Thank you, guys. And remember, the nightstand is just an arm's reach away. I really like that you said that. That was really cool.
We own it now.
That's gonna be our sign off. All these meetings we've had, you finally have a sign off.
It takes me a while to get there, but I get there.
Way to contribute. All right, guys. How often are we doing this? Do you think like once a week or so? That's a question.
Yeah, let's try. Oh, yeah. Let's say once a week?
Word.
Twice a week?
That sounds
Not
good.
twice a week. Once every 2 weeks?
Twice a week? No. Yeah. I know we talk every day, but I can't do this every day. All right, guys. We will see you next time. Thank you so much. Remember, like